Boom, I'm live. I'm live. Yeah. Now, a lot better than stupid Facebook. Lot better than stupid Facebook.
Hands sliding across my body, reaching for my face. My mouth went dry, so dry that my tongue could just shrivel up and roll down my throat if it also wasn't so dry. I closed my eyes.
Riley, hey, what's up?
The thin forest went quiet. The cold faded, and I shivered as warmth entered into my body once again. I laid there on the ground.
I got land, that's all I got left.
Listening. All was silent. Eventually, I stood up to begin to walk again. This time,
this is a lot better.
I needed to go.
Way better than Facebook. That's fucking shit. Man, oh man, Facebook Live is garbage. Holy shit, man. Facebook Live keeps blocking me and everything.
I hoped he would see my flashes and make his way to me. He didn't. I stood stuck in that spot for 2 hours.
Yeah.
Before I relented.
Facebook is garbage, man. Oh man, it's garbage.
I thought about
or crap book. Facebook, crap book, or junk book.
I didn't fall asleep quickly.
I'd rather YouTube anytime.
Deep down, that tomorrow Michael wouldn't be there. He never came back.
I'm making a big announcement on my YouTube show tomorrow.
Split up 8 months later after his disappearance. His mom never left the house though.
I'm making a really big announcement on my YouTube show tomorrow.
Home one day. Mary and
announcement.
To know that I knew more than
and it's going to take me a lot of work to get it done. Oh my God, I got to do it. I got to do it all over again. Holy crap.
And I've worked my way into a position where I almost only have to answer to just myself. Michael would have been proud.
Hey, wait up. What's up? Besides Sky. What's up with me? Nothing much. Just pissed off today. It don't take much to trigger me off. I'm just like a lit cigarette around gasoline. One little spark sets me off. I was on YouTube. I was just on Facebook then, and I was just like, oh, I was so fucking pissed off. It sucks after disability. Sometimes I had severe anxiety, and people don't understand that.
How could I? It's not like
I got severe anxiety, guys, and
it's not like I can
if I didn't do what I do or laugh at myself, I wouldn't be here. Seriously, I wouldn't be here. I'll be 6 feet underground. I'll be hung up in a tree somewhere and on the old track long ago. And I'm serious. I know it's scary what I'm saying, but that's true what I'm saying. I know I shouldn't be talking like that, but I got severe anxiety, and sometimes it flares up, and I gets going, and then when I gets in a bad mood, and then one thing goes wrong, and then when the other thing goes wrong, and the other thing, and that's what brings everything on. Like that's what brings up my anxiety. And where I got severe anxiety, it makes it 10 times worse. And people don't, some people, can't process that and don't understand. But that's understandable when people is not educated. That's understandable when people is not educated about this illness. Yes, I got a mental illness. I got severe anxiety. Am I ashamed of it? No, I'm not ashamed of it. I'm not ashamed of it. Indeed, I'm not, because I'm not the only one going through it. But when you got severe anxiety, it's worse than regular or mild anxiety. Severe anxiety is the worst one you can have. That's what I was diagnosed with by a doctor.
Or dominoes. while eating my grandmother's home-cooked meals. We'd dance and laugh along with silly songs or my uncle's colorful stories.
But I just got to get it out there, White Dot. Sometimes it feels good to talk about it to you guys. Seriously, even the shrink. When I was seeing there this summer, I was seeing a shrink, and like she said, it feels good to talk about it. If you got someone to talk to and talk to about it, go ahead. Feel free to talk to them about it.
Fish off the decrepit pier and swim in the swampy lake that shared aside with the military base, Fort Polk. Unfortunately, our merriment came to an abrupt halt.
But that's it. I expect that from people that's not educated about stuff like that, that talks about stuff like that.
And my mom walked through the door at her usual time.
That's all I expect from people when they're not educated about it. That's not their fault. That's not their fault. That's the ones who never been taught. They should have been taught this. Everybody should be taught this in school. What other people go through.
I was young, but the C word sent a bolt of anxiety straight into my.
God love you, White Dot. I appreciate that, there, brother.
Church members to know what it meant.
God love you, brother. I appreciate that. Seriously, a lot.
And even his eyes welled with tears as we received the news.
I appreciate that a lot, there, my brother. That means so much to me.
To enjoy their last few years of life somewhere quiet and peaceful. This meant that we would be spending a much larger amount.
I'd be home here by myself, and everything goes through my head.
Bad news wouldn't stop coming through.
Yeah, everything goes through my head by myself. That's why I don't like living alone. That's why I don't like living by myself.
She already had diabetes.
I don't like living by myself. Nuh-uh. Especially when I get those thoughts in my head. I don't know what I'm capable of doing. That's what I wrote on Facebook. That's why I said what I said on Facebook. I wrote it on my wall. I said I don't like getting angry because I don't know what I'm capable of doing. That's why I don't like getting angry. That's why I don't like getting angry. I find liquor calms me down. I don't know why, but that calms me down. That keeps me calm.
We explored the woods even more.
I think it kind of relaxes me.
We happened to
I'm on the strongest kind of pills you can get. Strongest kind of fucking pills you can get. And that's not working. That's not working no more.
That we barely even noticed the bobcat, deer.
I don't know what they would do if the strongest pill stops working. I'm after taking pills all my life. I'm after taking this and that and this and that. Then I'm going after seeing therapy and shrinks. And then I'm after going this and Waterford. And then I'm after going here and there. And holy fuck, I'm after going everywhere.
A single print was the size of our faces.
I'm after going everywhere, my son.
With apparent pause, dug at least 4 inches into the dirt. I examined the tracks of the animals using some of the survival training my uncle.
People only knows the tip of my pinky, look. That's what people knows about me. If you only knew what I'm after going through, I was shot. I would make the jaw drop to the ground.
There was this smell in the air.
Hello, kitty. Hey, hello, kitty.
Something like a blend of pennies and wet dog.
I'm after a bad day. Hello, kitty. Just everything is getting on my nerves today.
My youngest let out a scream.
I had some of those days. Sometimes they last us for weeks.
My heart beating out of control.
Sometimes they only last us a day. Sometimes they only last us a week. But sometimes, like, I find liquor helps me relax.
There was a deer carcass.
And I like to laugh and do silly things, but that's just my way dealing with depression. Everybody got their own little way of dealing with severe depression and anxiety and depression. This is just my way dealing with it.
Really fresh. I whispered to my cousins to run back to camp immediately. They followed without hesitation, and I brought up the deer, glancing back as often as I could in the dense forest.
I know. That's what I'm trying to now. Hello, kitty. God love your heart.
It had to be close.
I know it's easier said than done.
Just as we reached the cusp of the woods,
It's easier said than done there, sweetheart.
I
dealt with it all my life.
There's
There's nothing you can't tell me to do what I've never been told before. I was told all that.
It pierced the trees and shattered the silence of the woods. My cousins didn't stop like I did when the shriek got to them. They kept running up onto the porch and into the house, slamming the door behind them. I stopped at the fire pit.
Right, Dot, I'm going to take you against that. Seriously, I hope you're serious.
Through the woods was a mound of black fur, just far enough away that it looked like a black blot of ink on green paper. Just as a flash of the animal appeared, it was gone. The sun was going down. Over the next few weeks, my cousins refused to go outside for too long. Trips to relegated to boat-only excursions.
I hope you're serious,
Sitting
Dot.
by the fire during the nights, roasting hot dogs and marshmallows were all but unheard of. We explained what happened to our parents and grandparents, but they seemed to think it was just another bobcat that was conflated into something much more sinister in the creepiness of the woods. Nothing happened for a few more visits.
What I like doing, I like hiking. I love hiking. That relaxes me like you wouldn't believe. Oh my God, that's what I might do tomorrow. Hey, what do you know? That's what I might do tomorrow. Might take the old bike, go for a drive, and park her somewhere and just hike. Just hike and hike and hike. Do steady YouTube videos. Thank you, man. I never really thought of that.
My uncle and I would venture onto the lake on foggy days and go bait the trot lines that we had at various points in the lake to catch catfish.
Well, why not you and your wife would go?
Navigate the stump-ridden lake.
Me, you, and your wife would go.
So we had to
Take your wife with you. I bet you'd love that.
So quiet. My uncle turned on his trolling motor, and the boat crept along the water, barely making a ripple. It was around 5 a.m., and we were feeding the line back into the water after baiting it with some perch that we had caught earlier in the week. We had on more than a few layers of clothing, but my uncle and I were still shivering. When we dropped the last bit of line into the water, I heard the noise again. The sound of the beast. A woman's scream combined with the roar of a large cat. But this time it was accompanied by the shrill, dying brays of some animal in the woods. I swore I could hear crunching.
Pick a good wife. If not, should be a beyond Transcanada Highway.
He was as white as a sheet, and his eyes were wide as I'd ever seen them. The man was.
Listen, it's 50-50 in a relationship. That's how you makes it work.
This was the first time I had ever.
It's not always the man to impress a woman, or the woman always got to impress a man. It takes two to work.
Or the fact that he didn't crank the engine.
It takes two to work for that. That's why a lot of relationships don't work in this generation. That's why there's so many single men and so many single women, because one is trying to outdo each other.
He tied off the boat and escorted me inside. He rushed over to the phone when he was inside.
Yeah, well, I got a lot of ones like that, White Dot.
I only heard pieces of the exchange.
Seriously, I got a lot of ones like that.
A few distinct words: containment, escape, dangerous, and untested. I knew he must have been talking to someone at the base on the other side of the lake. When he was done,
I can agree with you there.
I'm not sure what it was that he had heard, but we had some friends on the base working on figuring it out. That night, the fog rolled out, and it was starry, clear, and spectacularly chilly. The night was so crisp and clear that even my ailing grandparents elected to go outside and roast food by the bonfire. We found out, however, that we weren't quite stocked enough for everyone. So my grandfather elected to drive the car park we owned up the hill and down the road from the camp.
Guys, I'm going to shock you guys. I'm going to shock you guys with this piece of paper. You guys are going to be like, you are crazy.
Who was a veteran and former trainer at the military base. When we walked in, He was sitting on the counter with a half smirk on his face, eating a bag of sour cream.
I will show you guys what's on this piece of paper till it gets 10 views. Till there's 10 people watching, I'm going to show you guys.
Some fishing line. After he rang us up, my grandfather.
I'm going to shock you guys. It's fucking crazy.
Came from behind the back door of the corner shop. Michael said something about the dumb new kid he hired and stepped out from behind the counter to go inspect what was going on behind the store. When he opened the back door and looked out, he managed to choke out, "Oh no." As we glanced in his direction, whatever he saw pull him away from the door.
Ooh, awesome.
Motion. He screamed.
Awesome. Ooh, one more way. I need one more.
A few sickening crunches.
Then I gotta keep my promise. I don't care if he pops in and goes again. And I gets 10 on there, and I gets 10 people watching. I'm gonna show you.
Cancer-stricken grandfather moved at the speed and strength of a much younger man. He scooped up the three of us, rushing to the cart. He pushed us in and floored it, spinning the tires.
But if it gets 10 people, keep watching, because I got something to show you guys.
Way above factory recommended speed of 45 miles an hour.
And I'm going to show where I got it at, too.
Of my other two cousins,
I don't give a fuck.
that it was the thing in the woods that attacked Michael. While we tore down the roads that led to our lake house, my grandfather ignored me, gripping the steering wheel so hard that his knuckles were white. I grabbed his sleeve and begged him to talk to me about what we were running from. He kept looking forward, occasionally glancing in the rearview mirror.
Come on, guys. You can do it. One more. One more.
Made the view behind us a pitch-black void. He didn't even bother to slow down, heading down the hill. And when he slammed his foot down on the top of the brake, the car slid.
All right. Okay, guys.
We get inside immediately.
How much would you pay for
Loaded 4 guns and passed them out.
15 of these? How much would you pay for that? 15 of these.
The camp had 4
Okay, guys, please don't go. I'm gonna shock you. Literally, your fucking jaw is gonna drop. No, it shows 15 on here. On the receipt, it shows 15 of these. I'm gonna show you where it's at.
No matter how many times I asked,
it's right here.
Explain to me exactly what that thing was. About an hour.
Look at the price.
Coming down the hill, a lurking predator.
Holy moly!
But indistinguishable otherwise. A blob moving in the darkness. Then it did something I'd never seen a bobcat do before. Just
that is crazy.
Edge of where the lights lit the camp, it stopped.
That is crazy. $27.07. Holy moly.
Take action. I slid the window open just an inch and prepped my shot when I felt my uncle's hand on my shoulder.
That's crazy. For 15 of these, it's $27.
When my uncle spoke,
it comes in like one of those big old giant eggs. That's why you see me bending down, getting the bottle of Pepsi. I got it right. I got it to the right of me. See, that's where he puts it at. Is that crazy, guys? Seriously, that's crazy.
As soon as I thought I was going to step into the light, the beast turned.
$27.07 for 25 of those.
That night, I fell asleep in the chair.
No, for 15 of those. 15 of those.
Find me on the couch, snoring lightly. Everyone else but my
that's crazy.
Was asleep. He stood leaning on the countertop with a cup of coffee in his
somebody got I seen a Facebook post. Somebody posted in Pal Supermarket. Listen to this. Oh my God, it is ridiculous. Just listen to this. I went up today, and I had to see it to believe it. And trust me, I believe it. This post is right on Facebook. 12 cans of Pepsi, you know, like the little tiny cans of Pepsi. 12 cans of Pepsi, $11.99. I'm like, no way. I looked on Facebook. I said, that gotta be wrong. when I seen where, and when I looked at it, and when I seen where it's at, I looked at it. I said, "No, that gotta be wrong. They're like Pal Supermarket. They can't be that. It can't be that expensive. They gotta be wrong." But I went up. Sure enough, $11. Saying, I think it was $11.99 or $11.59, something like that. But still, I rounded off with $11. Holy crap! 12 cans of pop for $11.
They use those nights.
Man, oh man!
And eat marshmallows toasted on the wood stove, playing Uno or maybe dominoes until dawn.
I know. That's what I'm doing from now on. I'm going Dollarama down Carbonear. Fuck Bay Roberts.
You know that
I'm going down Dollarama, Carbonear, or go St. John's.
And you left the house without your
77 cents, yeah. Sometimes you get some on, sometimes Dollarama, have them on for 65 cents for this. The 1 liter, 65 cents for this at Dollarama. And I paid $27.07 for 15.
In the middle of a grave.
That's retarded.
Yeah, that was me yesterday. A mannequin, I guess.
That's retarded, man. Holy fuck, man.
The whole thing. Not just some stuff.
Guys, you still got your posters up. What do you think? Kid Boo and Goku. Oh, the finger. Oh. I got Kid Boo right there and Goku right there. Kid Boo looks awesome. That's my favorite character. Hey, Amanda. Amanda, I'm sorry. I know Goku is awesome, but hands down, Kid Boo is my favorite. I'm not joking. Kid Boo, oh my God. He's my favorite. Oh, man. I love Kid Boo. Every time I get off this, I look at Kid Boo and I look at Goku.
Honestly, I'm surprised.
Grateful. I'm grateful that I got my mom and dad and my sister. That's what I'm grateful for. I don't care about my health, or I don't care about money or this and that. Like, you only got one mom and dad, and regards to money, you can earn that anytime. You could earn your money. You can get money anytime. You can go out on the street and make money. You can pick up bottles and cans, make money. Your health, that's up to you. That's entirely up to yourself. Your health, you can have you can have all kinds of health. Just take care of yourself. It's up to yourself.
Then got stuck. The hell? I said,
but
it was appropriate.
But in regards to like grateful, I'm grateful that I got my mom and dad is still alive, and I'm grateful for that.
Installation art hobby that happened to have a gallery in my backyard, where all the stress in my life was finally pushing its way through my eyes.
God love you, hello kitty. You're a real sweetheart, you know.
The first mannequins back over.
You're a real sweetheart. And if Dan is watching too, tell him I said hi. If Dan Clark is watching, tell him I said hi.
But why would there be a chain of mannequins buried in the woods anyway? I seriously thought about going back.
I'm only grateful because friends come and friends go. That's like Tupac. It's like Tupac says. Friends come and friends go, but your family always lasts forever. Your family, that's the only ones you got, is your family.
I was hiking through my woods. It's starting to get dark. The shadows.
I'm grateful for fried dressing gravy. Fried dressing gravy. Goodbye, White Dot. Good night, dear brother.
In your heartbeat.
Good night, White Dot. Love you there, bro.
The mat and was finally beginning to really feel like all of the spiky emotional stuff was leaving me pretty cold too. The temperatures had gone down even further, and I
know if you and Dan is together. I know that. There's no denying that.
Startled to find out how far up the hill I'd come. Trees spilled away behind me. The curve of the incline seemed steeper in the dust.
I'll take it to my grave, but somebody told me that you and Dan have seen each other.
The only thing I saw. Something was
I'm not saying who.
too far behind.
Don't even ask me. Like I said, I'll take it to my grave when they goes like that. And they shovels the dirt over my face. I'm not saying nothing.
Complaining about the cold, but there was no wind. Nothing moved.
Like I said, I got lots of friends. I got lots of friends. Oh.
Like a cold-bellied snake up your back. Then you know.
Cool. Oh my God! What kind of PlayStation do we have?
I wanted to go back now.
Hey Dan, what kind of PlayStation do you have there, brother?
Go home. I had to go past it. An animal, I told myself. Surely.
Oh, congratulations!
In these woods, after all.
I got a clap down here. If I claps up here, I'm gonna cry. I'll cry like a baby. If I smacks that finger. If I smacks that pointer finger, I'll cry like a baby.
Did I regret my choices? I was going home.
PS4. Woo!
Just don't look. I swiveled my heels.
Cool.
Listening to the leaves.
Hey Dan, you should order a PS5.
Scuffed against each other. My breath plumed white. My hands.
You got a good PS5 now.
Nothing but trees and rocks and fallen logs.
Hey Dan, what's your opinion on the new Xbox? It looks like a big old fucking twin tower.
After that, though.
Seriously, the new Xbox, that's what it looks like. The twin towers looks like a big old joint tall thing with that eye. Yeah. Too expensive. Yeah, I agree with you.
Hit the dirt.
Hey John, Josh.
Hey
Jay, what's up?
Red shoe always came undone, slithering out whenever I needed it to behave the most. Only.
Yeah, I like this a lot better because
there was just a hand.
Facebook Live, oh my God, this fucking crap. Always freezing, the internet is cutting in and out and all that. Then Facebook Live, then they get sucky then, and then they cut me off, you know. And they don't give you no reason anymore. They don't give you no reason, they just cut you off.
It was definitely a hand. Hissing fear sharply through my
okay. Guys, I'm right horny tonight. I'm right horny.
Toward my chest.
Do you catch on? Horny? I'm right horny. Hey Dan, I'm right horny tonight.
With that heady, smell. I hate that smell. And that hand, I knew.
I'll Google it for you there, my brother.
As the hand of the man.
Let's see how much would a PlayStation 5 cost.
The hand began to drag. I slid back along the lead.
How much money will a PlayStation 5 cost you?
But everything was slick and soft.
Here's a summary from CTV News.
Holy shit!
Sony has finally revealed the price of its much anticipated PlayStation 5. It costs $629.99, putting it head to head with its rival, Microsoft's Xbox Series 10.
That not human chain.
Oh, so you're looking at probably, you're looking at $1,000 for that one.
It might have been the same stick I found earlier.
Ultimate PS5 brand ship in February. Gaming shop, free delivery. I say the fuck it is free delivery. With $2,000 just for a gaming system, that's crazy.
And then carefully detach the
Look at that.
leg. When I lifted it to my eyes, just enough to see, the hand was just a root.
Yeah, that's too much. Why? Holy fuck.
Just wood. It had split seams from weather and water.
That's crazy.
Some inky black substance leaked out, carrying with it that faint but unmistakable sharpie smell. I lobbed the hand root away from me and staggered to my feet. It was hard to see in the swift fall of dark, but just a few feet in the hill, there were shouldery lumps, the form of a body reaching, attached to another body, and another, making a chain down the hill.
Yep, that is crazy. $2,000 for that. Holy fuck, you realize if you took $2,000 instead of paying it on that old wasteful piece of shit, you took $2,000 and pay on your, say, if you split it in the middle, $1,000 on your light bill and $1,000 on your cable, internet, and phone. Sure, you're good for a half a year, probably 6 months, maybe more, maybe 8 months without paying on any bills.
For her, it was a passion.
Holy crap!
Just a hobby. As I thought back,
can you imagine the money you save if you never had to pay on bills for probably 8 months?
Just like people needed.
Oh man, that would be awesome.
Protection.
Even 6 months. Even 6 months paying no bills. Save you living in a home that you got mortgage free. So I'm just speculating here. Imagine if you got a home that you lives in mortgage free. Like myself, I got a mortgage free home. I don't pay on this. A bank can't come and kick me out. I don't pay on this. And like, imagine me not having to pay bills and all that. Oh, holy shit. That would be awesome. Holy crap.
The next morning, when I awoke, I had a big surprise. I walked into my garden. The two angels sat in my garden in the very same
I got a big shock what I got from YouTube. What I do see, I takes me YouTube money. I takes YouTube money and I takes me YouTube money while I get deposit. I takes 3/4 of that and takes it and deposits it back into TD Bank in St. John's. I can't say how much I got, but oh boy.
The next day,
I got a buttload of money.
And said that thieves had stolen the angels from her yard. She confided me that she heard footsteps around her backyard.
Guys, seriously, you want to know how much I got paid for last month?
I offered my assistance.
Who wants to see how much I got paid for last month?
I walked back to my house. I thought
I can show you what I got deposited. And that's just doing YouTube videos.
I was speechless as I approached my own yard. There, in my garden. I don't mind. I can show you what I got deposited in my account. I got paid on the 22nd, 2 days ago. I think 2 days ago. To rid myself of the two angels again. I thought, how on earth did these two sheriffs make it back home?
Sometimes they pay. YouTube is weird because sometimes it pays you early. Sometimes you don't get it till the 28th.
The next few weeks were spent in painting, cleaning the driveway, and working around the house. In a way, I tried to keep myself busy to avoid thinking about the sheriffs. Little by little, I somehow got convinced.
Excuse me. I can show you. I can prove it.
And sat the sheriffs under the elm
I got the bank statement there.
The moon was full. I returned home early from work.
I can show you what's deposit in my account for two. Holy shit! You'd be like shocked. You'd be saying to yourself, "God damn! Is that what he got paid? That's that what he got paid 1 month?"
I continued to hear more noises and whispers in the back. It sounded like a male speaking in a very low voice. I grabbed my cat and held him against my chest, covered my mouth with my hand to keep myself from.
Hey guys, I gotta go get that statement. I'm gonna just show you.
I was alone and had no.
I'm just gonna show you what I got paid for last month.
My cat kept on hissing as the
this month
was twisting.
This month is almost over. I'm just gonna show you. You guys are gonna get surprised. And that's just doing YouTube videos like this. Like, I'm getting paid for doing this.
A loud male voice shouted.
I'll be right back, and I'll show you. I'm gonna shock you guys.
Oh Lord, please have mercy on me. I heard a thump and more screaming. I later heard someone running away and screaming like a maniac. I rushed to the window and saw a figure of a man quickly disappearing into the darkness. The police arrived minutes later, and they took my statement. After searching the neighborhood, they found an old man who was speaking of winged angels coming after him. The officer said the old man was running and gasping for air. His face was pale, and he could not speak coherently. He was apprehended without resistance. The officers blamed his unusual story on alcohol present in his body. I must admit, I have never been a devoted Christian, but I believe there's a benign presence in my home. What scared that man out of his wits? I think I know, but choose not to say. This house is hollow ground. It is my family's place. I am now a mother, and I better understand my mom. I was never superstitious, but now I do not disregard things that cannot be easily explained. I now live in a house with my young son. I do believe my mother left a guardian angels to watch over me and my child.
I'm gonna surprise you.
Going to Paris.
Holy
See
shit.
the Eiffel Tower, the Louvre, or any of the typical tourist hotspots.
This is what I took out.
To see the Paris.
I took out 400,
I had been urban exploring.
so I got 2, 3,
New Orleans since I was 10,
Uh,
and even traveled to a couple of other states just to document
Well,
my findings.
I'm just gonna show you. All you got to do is just look at it. This is what I got paid for this month on YouTube alone.
But in 2014, when my older sister told me that she would be traveling to Europe for vacation over the summer,
That's what I got paid from YouTube.
I was 18 then, and desperate to get away from the humdrum of everyday life, and finally fulfill my childhood dream of going to the catacombs to explore.
And that's after taking out $400.
I would enter through the.
I got $2,350 in the account, and that's after taking out 400. So really, I had I almost had $3,000 for this month alone. That's just what I got paid from YouTube. So is YouTube worth my while doing? Yeah, YouTube is very, very good for paying. Oh boy. But always remember, what you seen, take money out of that because they don't take taxes out of you. They deposit it right directly in your account. So when I get my T5s, like that's then the States, right? So you get your it's not T4s, you get your T5s. When I get your T5s, then I got to claim that on my I got to go up the bay, and then I got to claim that the H&R Block. I got to let them know. That's income coming in, see? You got to claim that as income coming in too. So I'm working, plus I'm gaining that. So I'm doing pretty good for myself. I'm doing really good for myself. And you guys see that the proof is in the pudding. As they say, the proof is in the pudding there. You guys actually seen it.
First by cow, then by foot. As I made my way towards the crevice that led into the
People says I don't make no money. I just proved your ass wrong.
I stood at the end and looked into the pitch black.
But I take out 3/4 to that and I put that on TD. That's locked away. I get about, I got about 600 grand locked away in TD. Yeah. I got about 600,000, maybe a little bit more locked away in the TD bank. But that's only a little bit. That's not much. When I get to $1 million, I'm planning on, hopefully when all this whole COVID stuff is over, I'm planning on going an all-around trip, all around. I'm doing an all-around trip right around the world. I want to visit everything. I want to go see everything. I want to do everything. I want to zip line across Niagara Falls. I want to go down the White Rapids thing, Grand Canyon. I want to walk it. I want to walk the Great Wall in China. I want to visit Cat Island. Like I like to even do the Comet Vomit. Seriously, I like to go on the Comet Vomit. If you don't know what the Comet Vomit is, Google it. I'll Google it. They'll even show you. The Comet Vomit is like going to $100,000. That's it.
Dawned on me. If I encountered trouble, there would be no one to
The
help.
Comet
but I
Vomit.
was drawn to complete my lifelong quest, and with a goal.
Nope, it's not going to Google it because it's picking up this
Within
stupid
10 feet inside,
story
I
on
noticed the
YouTube.
bottom of the medieval passage had begun to fill with water. At first, I thought my waterproof shoes would do the trick, but I soon found myself crouched over,
The Comet Vomit.
trudging my way through the tunnel.
Here's a summary from Wikipedia. A reduced gravity aircraft is a type of fixed-wing aircraft that provides brief, near-weightless environments for training astronauts.
I'd love to go on the Comet Vomit. Oh my God. How much money is a ticket on the Comet Vomit?
According to Wired, the trips on
that's
NASA's
not
Weightless
bad.
Wonder,
Pretty
known more
cheap.
informally as the Vomit Comet, would cost more than $5,000 per person through the Zero Gravity Corporation.
Cool, I thought it was like $100,000. Only $5,000. Holy shit, that's nothing. That's no money out of what I got. That goes up in space, up in the atmosphere. So I'll be probably the only guy in Spender Spay up in space. Let's see how high up it goes. I think it don't go up in space. I think it goes up in the atmosphere, way up in the outer atmosphere, I think. How high up do the Comet Vomit go?
According to BBC Science Focus magazine, the plane climbs 2,400 meters, from 7,350 to 9,750 meters, at a 45 degrees angle to gain height for the maneuver.
Cool. Awesome. Man, that's a long ways up. Oh, I can't wait to go. I can't wait to go up there. Oh, that's only $5,000. I could do, geez, the money I got, I could do that over and over and over and over. Holy fuck.
Toward a network of increasingly smaller rooms. Each room I entered, I staggered over jagged items all over the floor. I have no clue how I didn't trip, especially with my flashlight still off.
Geez, I make no wonder all the women are surprised when they goes around with me. They're like, I pays for this, and I pays for that, and I pays for this, and
unnatural breathing about
like,
2 rooms away.
I make no wonder.
I bit my tongue and begrudgingly took my flashlight out. And
Should I take Amanda?
before stood a pile of human
Sure, Amanda every now and then Amanda be with me, sure. I has big old meals, and she has a big old meal, and it costs us like shitload of money. I'm like, I pay for it. I pay for it, and I likes it. I likes doing it. I likes paying for it.
Finally, my stalker seemed to be gone. I couldn't hear anything anymore.
I likes paying for
I
it.
couldn't go back.
Last woman I took in town was 2 years ago. I posted on Facebook.
I knew this was a tall task, but I was not.
Last woman I took in town was 2 years ago. I posted on Facebook and I posted on YouTube. And I met her up to me and her met her up. I met her up to McDonald's parking lot in her car. She kept her car there. She kept her car there, and she got the car with me. I took her on in. I took her out on a shopping spree. I said, now whatever you want, buy it. I said, pick it up and I'll buy it for you. She brought this, brought that, and I brought it for her. And we went in, watched a movie together, and we had lunch together, we had dinner, we stayed in the hotel together, and I even did order the shrimp cocktail and everything. Oh, buddy, what a feed she had. Yeah. I remember that. We ended up spending after we ended up spending 4 days in the hotel together. Honestly, 4 days she wanted to stay in the hotel.
The last time I checked,
that was awesome. I love that.
17 a.m. I had started at around 9 o'clock. I decided.
Yes, you treat me too, Amanda.
I plopped down in the water, sitting crisscross.
You treat me too. Yeah.
Flashlight and closed my eyes. In my mind, I said goodbye to
Yeah.
all my family.
Make no wonder. I make no wonder women looks at me with their eyes pop, with their eyes like bulge at their head.
Found the best picture of my parents, my sister and I, and stared at it. My sister was smiling in it, and I found my.
Sometimes I like to go on a spending spree. A lot of times I like to save my money.
Wonderful vacation.
Depends what mood you catches me in. All depends what mood you catches me in. That's like I am. Sometimes I'll go in. Sometimes if I'm with you, all depends who I'm with, or all depends who I'm with, or what time I'm in the mood. If you catches me in a good mood, I could end up spending $1,000 in under an hour, less than an hour. I'm not joking. I'm not joking.
I was starting to.
I think in Party City, sometimes I'll go in and I'll walk around. This and that. I'm just not in the mood. Like, I want to be there. Like, you guys got to understand what I'm talking about. Like, I want to be there, but I don't want to be there. It's like a 50-50 talk. In my mind, it's like 50-50. And I'm in between that little tiny slot, in between that 50-50. I'm in between that little tiny, very paper. I'm in between that very tiny paper skinny slot, and between the 50-50 mark. Like, when I'm like that, it's no negotiating with me. Honestly, it's no negotiating with me when I'm like that. It's just like talking to a mannequin. I'm not going to listen to you. I just like smile politely, not being ignorant, and oh yeah, that's right. I might get that tomorrow, or that's what I might say to you. Like, I say stuff like that to you. Yeah, I might get that, or yeah, I'm not interested in that. I get that somewhere else. I'll probably say that to you, right? That's why I am. But if you ever around me and you catch me on a spending spree, holy fuck. Whatever woman is with me then, my son, you're lucky. Take advantage when I get in like that. Holy fuck. Take advantage when you're around me like that.
Waited until it was a foot in front of me.
Last week, up to McDonald's. Last week, I paid for somebody's meal. $45 they ordered meal. He ordered a $45 meal, and I paid for it all last week after McDonald's. That's what I did. I paid for their meal. So anyways, I went on ahead. They got their meal, and I drove around about an hour, and they stuck right by me bumper. I was like, God damn! I said, what do you want? I paid for his meal. I thought he wanted to, I thought he wanted to kiss or something. Like, God damn! Like, I'm not going to stop. Eventually, I had stopped. I was like, man, this guy been chasing me around like for an hour. So when I stopped, he hugged me. Big old fucking hug. This big old guy. He was taller than me. I'm 6'1". This guy must have been 6'7", and he towered over me. His one hand was like that. I got big hands, but this guy's hand was like that. Fucking huge. And he like, he give me a big old beer hug. He's like, God love your heart. He's like, I subscribe to you, he said, and he did after. He subscribed to me. Yeah, he subscribed to me after and all that. Oh, I said, holy fuck. Well, see, that's like I am. That's just the way I am, see, guys. You might catch me on a day I mightn't pay for nothing. But if you're it's just like the lotto. I'm just like lotto 649. Maybe if you catch me, maybe if you come up behind me, or I know a lot of people packs up on McDonald's lot and just waits for me to come up there. So when they sees me going through, they butcher. They tries to get behind me, right? And they hoping that I'm gonna pay for their meal because they hopes what they do is they hopes if they're open saying, is Gerry in a good mood? If he's not, well, I got to pay for my own meal. If he is, well, I'm going to get my meal for free. That's like they are. That's like they are. That's like people is. And I knows that because I'm after been told on Facebook. I literally got messages on Facebook. People have been up there waiting for me for hours. Literally hours, just parked in the parking lot, waiting for me, and other people have been up there for 4 or 5 hours waiting for me, and I just never showed up. Maybe a day I just didn't want to go up, and they was up there for 4 or 5 hours waiting for me.
But I wasn't about to let that stop me.
Yeah, and that don't bother them. That don't bother people. Like, I tells them they don't have to be doing that. That's like the time I told you guys. It's like one time I told you guys that young man. Well, he wasn't a man. He was only a boy. I'd give him probably 13, 14-year-old. I was going down Kelsey Drive, and he ran across 4 lanes of traffic. 4 lanes of traffic just to say hi. Nothing else. Just to say hi. How you doing? That's it. And this guy and this young man, this young boy, he almost got struck once. He almost got struck once.
She had tears in her eyes.
Yeah.
And she looked as though she had been crying.
And I tells people, I said, listen, if I'm in town, don't go off your head bound. Don't go off your head bound. Keep your, if you're driving, I'm after getting young men and young women almost rear-ending people, just looking at me, screaming at me, Gerry, oh my God, Gerry. And they looking at me, and all of a sudden, when they looks ahead, they just lock on the brakes because you're always running up the back of somebody. Guys, you don't need to beat up your car. You don't need to get in an accident because of me. Seriously, just keep your eyes on your road. Just keep your eyes on your road and see who's in front of you. Just all you got to do is just message me on Facebook. Say, I seen you in St. John's there today. I waved to you. Like, all you got to do is friendly wave. You don't have to be staring at me till it goes out of sight. My God. And you don't need to be running in between traffic across 4 lanes just to get to me. You don't need to be doing that just to get to me, guys. Like, honestly, your life is worth more than me. Honestly.
Has changed forever. For context,
you guys don't need to risk your life because of me.
Sam, my boyfriend, is 27, and our little boy Toby.
Man, St. John's, holy fuck, that's crazy. I'm serious, St. John's. I go to St. John's, buddy. They're crazy. Like
myself.
And not I mean like crazy in a bad way, crazy in a good way. Like everywhere he goes, Gerry, what you doing? Gerry, what you at? I got people chasing me all over town and everything. I'm honest to God. I got people chasing me all over town and like, holy shit, yeah. I ran over and do a YouTube video over Case Beer one day. And I couldn't even do it because they had music on and everything. And they was like, come on, Gerry, let's have a drink. Let's have a drink. Come on, let's go down in the tunnels and stuff like that. Let's have a drink. They went on down, had a few drinks, then I couldn't drive. I left the car there. And I just went down to, I walked down as far as Mad Dog Cove to wear it off, right? And that took me about 3 hours to walk down. It took me 3 hours to walk back, so that was long gone. But I couldn't even do a YouTube video. I had like probably 14, maybe 13, 14 people all around me. Yeah.
Sam felt comfortable with going back to work.
And you know, like, what can you say? I can't tell them to turn down your music. They're YouTube fans. They're YouTube fans. They love me. That's my fans. If you want to play music, go ahead, play your music. I'm not going to say no. I'm not going to say no. And they're doing, they recording with their phones, boy, and they taking Snapchats of me. And every now and then, a woman come up under my arm, put her head right here, and like I put my arm under, I put me like bottom of my arm on top of her head, and her man would take a picture of me, and then her man would come over then with a big old giant arm then, or wrap right around me like that. Oh, I loved it. That day was awesome. That happened over to Cape Spear about 3 years ago. That was a long while ago. That was about 3 years ago that happened. That was the most I ever had show up. That was about 13 or 14 people chased me over Cape Spear. I had about 8 vehicles behind me. Seriously, I'm not joking, guys. I'm not joking. I had about 6, maybe 7 vehicles.
While putting the monitor down,
yeah,
looking at the screen.
I'm not joking, man. It was awesome.
Of light, no bigger than a tennis ball, floating around Toby's room.
If I ever drove town tomorrow, honestly, if I ever drove town tomorrow, my son, there'd be people chasing me all over the place. But I don't want. That's the reason why I don't want to go town, because this COVID on the go. It's out of control in St. John's, and that's one thing I do not want. I don't want people chasing me around and give me hugs and kisses. I don't want that. I don't want that now. Honestly, I don't want that now.
But never in my life
like
did I expect it so terrifying.
Like there's a woman in town that I'm seeing, but I trusted her because I'm not saying who she is. I'm not saying who she is. I'm sure she's watching tonight, but there's a woman in town that I'm seeing, and we're only friends, and I trusted her. I don't mind giving her a hug or a kiss, or like sitting down sometimes, like eating or shit like that. Yeah. But I don't want strangers coming up to me like doing that, because I don't know where they've been, who they've been talking to, and what they've been touching.
Feeling a little wary.
And now they got I think it's like 6 or 7 people in the ICU. That's crazy. That's scary. That is scary.
Parental instincts kicked in. Sam and I.
One person is after dying because of this. That's the new variant, right? That's what they're calling it. The variant, the new strain of COVID-19. That's what they're calling it.
We had to put the heating on to warm up his room.
It's very scary. Yes, it's very scary. That's why I'm gonna have to tell my mom and dad, if I was in that situation, I live in town, I wouldn't go around fucking around and visiting this and visiting that and shopping here and shopping there. If I ever went in town, no fucking joke, 40 minutes away, you come out here shopping, and I'll come out here shopping for my groceries 40 minutes, and I'll bring it back in town. I'm serious, because we got nothing out here. Honestly, we got nothing out here. Knock on wood. I shouldn't brag. I should not be bragging. I'm gonna jinx Spanier Spain, Bay Roberts, and Carboneer. Honestly. Yeah, I know. I see it. I see it.
It sounded as if it were solid. Freaking out, we ran into Toby's room.
Yeah.
Toby was awake.
But if I ever live in town doing all that with blowing up in there, I would literally come out here to the Minion, because the closest spot to you when you're coming out here, closest spot, no, Foodland. I go to Foodland and the Minion and Pals to go shopping. I'll never go shopping in there. Fuck that. If I ever had to go in there and visit someone, I would never get no takeout. They says that's how it's spreading too. Shopping. Sure, my God, they're even preaching to people on the news. Stay the fuck clear, St. John's. Like, my God, how much more goddamn preaching should one person do? They're even preaching to you to stay clear. St. John's. I wouldn't even go takeout spots in there. And I'm dead serious. I'm dead serious on that. I wouldn't even go to a takeout spot.
Sam and I was thinking.
I just go to town, and if I got a piece of shit, I piss shit in the woods. I wouldn't even go in a restaurant, use the bathroom. Fuck that. I make sure I got paws of gas, so I don't even have to stop in there. I'll make sure I got paws of gas, so I don't even have to stop in Irving to the last stop out on Trans-Canada. I don't even have to stop and touch the pumps.
So Sam
Fuck
and I
that.
made our minds and to just deal with whatever was in our home until we had the funds to move out. A few months had passed, and we are getting ready for Christmas. Toby
Sure, I
is
feel
still very
like a
physically
hamster in
delayed.
a cage.
He was almost 2 years old, but unable to sit up on his own.
Yeah, like myself. Where do I go? I goes to work, or I goes up McDonald's. That's it. And I only goes up and gets the coffee because I know there's no cases around here. But if we was like, if we say around the bay, out around the bay, if we was like you guys, holy shit, I would never go a deuce. Fuck that.
Usually, we had to encourage Toby to speak.
Gamer girl, hey gamer girl.
I turned around. Nobody was
Welcome
there.
aboard, gamer girl.
He said again, even doing a waving gesture. Now feeling uneasy, I asked Toby who he was talking to. A quiet.
Guys, I'll be right back. I gotta go
He
pee.
looked back at me.
Oh.
Did this thing again. Things happened every single day. Whether it was something small or big, it was still scary. With Sam working during the nights, being left alone with the paranormal experiences really made me anxious. Sam and I almost always felt like someone was behind us. No matter where you were in the house, the feeling of something peering over your shoulder or standing right behind you never went away. We would always notice a tall figure in our peripheral vision, or to just disappear when trying to see it. One morning, I remember being gradually woken up by this itching noise. I sat up to listen where it was coming from. I got up quietly and tiptoed around my room. I ended up standing next to the bedroom door. Everything went silent. Then I heard a ferocious scratching on the other side of the door, just below the handle, as if something was trying to get in. I leapt back and scrambled onto my bed. It sounded like sharp nails. The sound went faster and faster. Then nothing but silence. This morning event would occur 3 times throughout each week of being there. It would happen so often that I got used to it. I would still be frightened, but ended up staying firmly wrapped in my duvet on my bed and waiting for the scratching to be over. If the scratching wasn't bad enough, I would hear heavy footsteps walking up and down the hallway. The floorboards would creak and groan under pressure. At first, I thought it was Sam, because the footsteps would creep up and down the hallway.
Oh boy.
Go into the bedroom. and turn on
Oh,
the light.
Amanda.
Our bedroom has a pull cord for the light switch.
Hey, Amanda, look what I got paid from you.
Switch on at the same time, creating a buzzing sound.
This is what I got. This is what I got from YouTube. That I'm after taking $400 out, but I got paid from YouTube, and this is how much I got. Now it's more than that because I withdraw $400.
Sam looked at me as if I was crazy. It wasn't me. I have just finished work. After the new year, we installed security.
That's what I got paid from YouTube. Holy moly!
If there wasn't anything to report,
That's what I get. I guess that's only a small check this month. That's only a small check. Amanda knows what I get paid. I get paid a lot more than that. Holy shit! I get paid a lot more than that. I almost got $3,000 this month. That's only from YouTube alone. That's only YouTube. Then I'm working. I work 3 jobs.
Toby's toys would be.
I work 3 jobs, see guys. So I make no wonder I'd be tired. Holy shit! Yeah.
We used to take so many photos of Toby.
Well,
while in the
what my 3 jobs is, I work somewhere, I can't say where, you guys would probably, You guys probably knows where it works, but I works in a lumber yard. Then I works on YouTube. Like I'm working on YouTube. Then I'm working on editing. Like I know how to edit and stuff like that. So I help other people edit and stuff like that.
Terrified myself, and Sam sprinted into his room. All I remember seeing is
thank you.
Up in the corner of his bed, just absolutely.
But that's not bad. What do you guys think? Like that's not bad. Just like that's like this. I get paid doing this. I'm getting paid just sitting down talking and drinking. Yeah.
Really, not wanting to look back at the corner of his room. As Sam walked over to see if anything was there, Toby screeched again.
Yeah.
I have never seen that.
Jesus Christ, boy, cat's gone fucking nuts.
He was in absolute panic from what he was seeing. After
it's a living, yeah. It's a living. Make no wonder if he's tired. That's why he don't be in the mood doing anything.
So he was forced to sit there.
Honestly, that's why he don't be in the mood doing anything. Because time I does all the fucking editing. It's more to it than just posting a video and that's it. Yada yada yada. Make money. Trust me, guys. All you gotta do is Google it. You gotta download software. You can't get it on YouTube. What you're gonna get on YouTube is very, very, very basic. You're gonna download a program on YouTube. You gotta download your own download. Oh my God, I can't talk. That's the worst thing when I get drunk. I can't talk. You're gonna download your own software, your own the programming and all that. Can you say happy birthday to my best pal, Sarah? Happy birthday, Sarah! God love ya.
We would be woken up to hear all the commotion.
Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday, happy birthday, happy birthday to you, and many more. Happy birthday, Sarah, sweetie. Loves ya. Hope you enjoy your night, my sweetheart.
I wanted to have a long
God love your heart.
Sam was messing with his car. I had my phone playing music quietly.
I don't mind doing that to YouTube fans.
Then crash. I turned the shower.
God love your heart.
I just wanted to get out of there. Slowly, I peeked around the shower curtain. Everything that was
Thank you, Joe.
Was on the floor everywhere. The door was wide open. It looked like someone stuck their hand in the cupboard and just wiped everything off the shelves onto the floor. Spooked, I hurried and got dressed and got out of there.
Yeah, guys, it's worth your while. I proved it just did. It's worth your while to do YouTube. Honestly, very, very, very worth your while to do YouTube. But the hardest the hardest thing is why people give up on it so easily. It might take you years. I'm not saying it's going to take months. It will take you years before you get to 1,000 subscribers. When you get up to 1,000 subscribers, then you work. Then you got a lot of work. Then you got a lot of work to do with your videos. Seriously, you got a lot of work to do with your videos.
Thankfully, it was.
I got a hand stuck in the microwave. How the hell did you do that?
Sam made sure that nothing was.
For the love of God, don't push start.
It was so hot in our kitchen.
Your hand would literally bubble and boil. The skin would literally melt off your hand.
The cooker switch is really.
I don't believe that because the microwave closes so tight. It's impossible.
Sam and I were going to have a relaxing.
Unless it's a freak accident, maybe 1 in a million chances that whatever the hell happened. I don't know.
We both were too tired. So Sam
holy shit.
Stayed up binging on missed TV shows. It was just after 2 a.m. when I heard Sam make a noise.
I put a penny in the microwave. I did that when I was like
I asked him if he was okay.
I think it was like 17. I was 17 or 18 years old, and I was living at wait.
I pulled the quilt over my head.
Yeah, I was living at Victor Iscock's apartments. I remember that. I was living at Victor Iscock's. That was a long time ago. Long time ago. They're beyond his apartments there beyond Restaurant 99. And that's who used to run it. I don't know. I have no clue who runs it now. Out in the apartment out on my own. Of course, you know it's me. I heard somebody talking. I was like, my ear was like that. And I heard someone talking. I was like, they're like, did you hear what happens in the microwave when you punch tin foil? Anything metal, like in a microwave, it arcs out and sparks everywhere. And of course, my eyes went like that. And of course, you notice what I did when I went back to the apartment. The only thing I had metal on me, never had was small, was a penny. Back then you had pennies, right? I took one penny, put it right on the glass. I pushed for 10 seconds, 1-0, push on 10. And when I push start, top of sparks going. Holy shit. I got afraid. Honest to God, I got afraid. I was afraid to death to open the door. I said to myself, oh my God. If I opens the door, I said, I'm going to get a shock because one of those lightning bolts are going to come out and strike me. I said, they're going to strike me and I'm going to die. I'm like, holy shit. And I had 7 seconds to go. 7 seconds to go. And there's still like Thomas sparks coming from this penny. And when I opened the door, oh my God, what a stink of copper. It was fucking gross. Yeah, it was gross. Stink.
In the kitchen, we had an old boiler cupboard.
Yeah.
It was built in.
I'm not doing that no more.
The doors.
That's one thing I'm not doing. Putting any metals in the microwave. Hell no.
There I was, doing the dishes, when I heard the all too familiar sound of the sticking doors.
Yeah, what I might do.
I looked over.
What I might do, I might put when my microwave is giving out and giving about more power, I might put a can of hairspray in the microwave and run a extension cord. I'm going to run a extension cord up to the yard and put it in the middle of my yard. I turn on the microwave, all nines, 9999. And just put a can of hairspray in it. I see what would happen. That would make an awesome video. Holy shit!
Got to lock for the boiler door the next day, so it wouldn't open up unless you had the key.
That would make an awesome video. Microwaving a can of hairspray. Oh man!
The mornings were bright outside.
That would be the name of my video. That would be the name of my video. Microwaving a can of hairspray.
Remembering what the beeping actually was, I bent down and grabbed the baby monitor.
Vienna sausages. Vienna
was letting me know the camera was turned off in Toby's room. I thought the power had gone, but soon realized it wasn't after noticing the front room light was on. Walking into Toby's bedroom, I was just confused. Toby was fine, still sleeping peacefully. So I unhooked the camera above Toby's bed and fiddled around with the button.
Oh my God, they're good.
I was in a sleepy state and couldn't figure out why it disconnected. And couldn't figure out for the life of me why it was disconnected. Then I followed the cable, feeling for any breaks with my fingers, all the way down to the plug. The outlet was switched on.
What about an action figure with a...
And it was hot. Turning the light on and wrapping my hand in my upper sleeve, I yanked it out. It was burnt. The strange thing
What about an action figure? Watch it melt. Ooh, yeah.
Still bright white.
Big one had a Play-Doh.
But there wasn't any fire. There was no electrical smell.
Hey, that would be awesome.
I was awake now and shaken up. If the monitor had not started beeping and woken me up, how far would this burning go? It was right next to Toby's bed. Waking up Toby,
Oh my God.
Jonathan went into our room to wake Sam. He couldn't believe it either. So he called his mom and just told her everything. 30 minutes later, we packed up what we needed and left. We didn't spend another night sleeping in that unit again. After getting
I'm sorry, whoever likes drinking the juice. I don't like drinking the juice.
Losing out on our $650 deposit.
I don't drink the juice.
Sam and I returned to the
Hell no.
time to grab our stuff. We left Toby.
That's something I don't like
It
doing.
would be faster.
I'm sure a lot of you guys are watching me right now saying, oh my God, oh my God, Gerry, that's the best part of the Vienna sausage. This is the juice.
We were really angry.
Not me. I can't stomach it. Blech.
As soon as you stepped a foot past
I can't drink the juice. Some people eat some wieners and then they take the juice like that. Drinks it right out of the can.
And shaky. And when you would
I
walk
can't.
out, your whole body would be buzzing.
I can't do it.
It was running through your veins. Since moving out of there, our lives have gotten back.
I know. Amanda, me too. Honestly, me too. I can't do it. I'll vomit.
He can now walk.
I would vomit if I had to do that.
Really well.
Just like that. Like, that's a half a can of juice,
I
huh?
don't remember any of the trauma.
No, a quarter can. It's full up about right. It's full up about right there where it says, like that small
The
writing.
message that I've learned from all of this, I will never think that.
It says right here where my fingers moving that now.
Never underestimate.
That's how much juice is there. I can't take the. I know people down to work. They'll open the can of Vienna
I
sausages.
am a Native American.
Then they'll eat all the wieners first, and then they'll take the can and they go like that. They'll drink the juice after. Oh my God. Blech.
3-day vacation. And my family is very cultural.
Oh my God, Vienna sausage is warm. Blech.
This will be very important.
Holy fuck. I like somebody there now, room temperature.
It was dark out.
They're not warm and not cold. It's just like
And brother,
it's like they're at it's like they're in a grocery store. Like you know when you pick them up and they're at the grocery store, they're the same temperature. That's like the air here. Just left out on the cabinet and anybody else can pick them up. That's like the air.
He ran inside crying. We tried to ask him why, but he wouldn't answer. Later, my mom and stepdad took him and left. My little cousin was in there too, along with his dog. His dog isn't big at all, maybe 20 pounds.
Oh, holy fuck.
So he wouldn't really do anything to help himself.
That's all I got left.
While we were on
Oh,
our
yep, oh, yep.
plane, we grew tired. I was the
Come on, Billie Jean. Stop it, really. Oh, yep, oh, yep, oh, yep.
I slowly got out of the tent with the dog.
Come on, Mary Jean. Billie
I
Jean.
was really
You Bob. Oh, yep, oh, yep, oh, yep. So much ready. Come and give it. Ding, 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 ding. Hey, hey. Bongo Village. Manda. Hey, Manda. Remember me and you in Bongo Village?
Slowly turned as I approached, thinking it was my cousin. Since he was very tall and I could only see.
Oh, Manda.
I froze once it turned.
Oh, that's something we could do.
My cousin's dog.
We did get a couple of days off. Oh my God.
Growling at the being. I was
We
just
could
staring
we
at
could
it,
have
and dog-like
we could go check out Hell
eyes.
Hill.
My mind went blank as I stared at it. We weren't even.
Guys,
near the house.
we're not kidding.
The tent had to be
Amanda, she can back me up 100%.
And all I could think was,
100%. There's a spot in Newfoundland called Hell Hill.
This thing was running in front of me. It suddenly stopped and jerked its
Guys, no joking. You heard me right.
tracks of bones as it seemed to shrink into a coyote.
You heard me. What I just said. Hell.
It chased after me.
Hell Hill. You know, like hell down below.
I just stopped.
The pit of hell. There is a spot called Hell Hill. You guys don't believe me. I know you don't because you guys are saying to yourself, he's laughing. I'm laughing, but I know I'm laughing because a lot of you guys don't know where it's at. Only me and Amanda knows where it's at.
I had told them everything.
Bago Village, yeah. Bago Village, they had their home hardware, Value Village. They had their own police station. They had their own fire truck, but you said everything. The only thing I did see, they had their own dance club, bar. The only thing I did see was an ambulance. I did see ambulance.
I don't want to see it again.
Next time we go up, it's going to be in summertime. I'm going to report people. I gotta record people. I bet you, sure as I'm there, that Bongo Village, there's hillbillies up there in the rocking chair going this. And the wife is next door. The wife is sitting down next to him with the spoons. Boy's probably wearing big old joint coveralls with suspenders on.
My brain won't let me forget. Overshadowed by the trees and built into the jut of a rock. There was a door. A normal, average. You'd see
yeah.
Door.
Yeah.
It always irked me.
Yeah. Oh my.
Very much the type of person who doesn't like to know.
I would love to have a camper move there. I would move there in a second. I'm serious. I would move there in a second. If I had a whole camper, honest to God, no joking. If I had a camper, maybe that's what I should do. Amen. If you're up to it, Manda, listen to me, seriously. If you're up to it, go ask on a camper, being you, old second-hand one, and I get my old man to tow her up and just leave it there. All I got to do, all I'm asking for you to do is go ask on me on a camper. Leave the rest up to me. All I got to do, I got to clear out a little piece of land and put the camper there. That's all I got to do, and I can do that because I got the tractor. I got the I can drive an excavator. Honestly, I got my license on a big excavator and a small excavator, so I can make my own piece of property. I got no worries about that.
Liked my own theory that there were Neanderthals inside who stayed up late.
Oh, granny panties.
Which made as much sense.
But seriously, that would be awesome. Me and you go ask on a camper band. Like something only like $500. Honestly, maybe $600, like $300 each. Man, and just take your time, then do it up.
Kids having vivid imaginations and false memories are pretty common. That was until my best friend decided we were going to have a day of fun at the park. Was my polar opposite.
Okay.
The definition of an early 2000s popular preteen girl. She liked makeup, boys, and Britney Spears, and wasn't much of an outdoorsy type. Meanwhile, I was obsessed with Digimon and dirt. We were an unlikely duo whose childhood was spent compromising in weird ways, and the trip to the park was her way of making it up to me for a marathon of teen chick flicks.
I know, right?
She knew I wasn't.
Think about it. Just think about it. That would be awesome. Like, that would be. You always wanted a small place. That would be a small place to go in summertime to get away from everything. Take your time, do her up. You know, be something you could do. Like, honestly, no one else only me and you could take the credit. No one else would take credit for nothing. No one else would take absolutely no credit. Me and you would split everything down in the middle. All the lumber, nails, screws, everything.
Or school buddies would catch wind of us.
Well, there you go. That'll be your dream. That'll be your little tiny dream getaway. Like, to go in and just spend time in there. Like, maybe you spend the time, and maybe if you want to go in yourself, and I'll go in and maybe some days that you're working in night times, and I go on in myself.
It was close enough.
I could do YouTube videos in there. That would be awesome. Me and you, Bongo Village. Yeah. Me and you doing live videos in Bongo Village, Amanda. Oh my God. I can't believe people live in Newfoundland all their life and they don't know where Bongo Village is. Seriously. There is a place called Bongo Village, but it's not on Google. It's not on Google, but it's a place in Newfoundland called Bongo Village.
I also decided against heading in the direction that would have likely led me to familiar territory, based solely on the fact that
that would be awesome.
And was curious what I'd find. I didn't say anything.
Me and you be known as the Gothic people in Bongo Village. Oh my God.
Or concerned about
that would be awesome. Oh man.
I think it was about
me and you would be known as the Gothic people in Bongo Village. Holy crap. I thought you were the freak door out. Holy shit. Yeah.
It was almost like walking in twilight.
Especially Halloween, me and you go Bongo Village and we dress up in big old cloaks. And then holding lanterns and holding black candle. I'll hold the black candle and I'll hold a lantern in the I'll hold a black candle and I'll hold a black lantern right here. Me and you go on down. Well,
I was just excited.
Yeah. Yeah, there will be half a Gothic church here. Yeah. Oh yeah.
I'd leave our jars with her and merrily skipping off the she'd nervously watch as I disappeared into the shrubs to look for anything interesting. Bird feathers, snail shells.
Oh, and those I wouldn't have to fucking time up there.
Legally allowed to take, but would stuff in my pockets anyway. With every new venture into the woods, I gained more and more confidence and would venture further and further out. Once I got too far, Kayla would yell for me, insults, usually, about how I was a loser. I was crazy. She hated this.
Cool. That's something I couldn't. That's something I never had. I never had those pictures of me holding that.
Sometimes the sound of her voice was the only thing that guided me safely. It wasn't a perfect system, but it worked. And it worked right until it didn't. To this day, I don't know what it was. Did Kayla stop calling because she was mad at me? Did I mosey too far out to hear her? Was something else at play? I just know.
Hey, Amanda, have you got pictures of me and you in the bunkers or just me or the candles? Will you send that to me and will you inbox me and that on Facebook, please?
This strange compulsion to keep going. Like something was calling me from farther ahead.
I will seriously gladly appreciate it. Because I don't think you ever send them to me, honestly.
I realized I was standing at the top of a sharp drop.
Because I know at the time, I do know 100% at the time you was taking probably 95% of the pictures. Because at the time, I didn't have no phone, see, or tablet. But now that I got a tablet, I can actually take pictures.
Not just any road.
I could take pictures myself. But at the time, you was the only one that had the phone. And I remember you used to take all the pictures. But I never even had that. When I was with you, I never had that. And this, I never had that till the winter. I only started doing pictures on that till the fall. I only started doing videos on YouTube Live on that since the fall.
I marveled for a bit before I finally saw the glint of something metallic in the fleeting sunlight. In a typical dumb kid fashion, my magpie brain took over, and off I went to see what it was.
Well, how is she gonna download it if it's jumping around all the time? That's no good. Jump drives.
The one you'd find on a door in your house.
You can't download that, man, if it jumped around all the time. What's good of a jump drive if it's jumping around all the time and it's driving? Jump drive, get it? I'm jumping and I'm driving. I'll be there like running all over the house trying to catch a jump drive. And he jumping, he driving all around the house. Oh my.
I was very young. But
holy fuck.
This should have been miles away from where we started.
If I didn't laugh at myself, holy fuck. Seriously.
Stood and stared at the door for a good long while.
If I didn't laugh at myself, I wouldn't be here. Honestly. Holy fuck.
The whole situation.
Yeah. Anyways. Yeah. I got a lot more pictures coming up soon, guys. Oh, guys, I got a big announcement on my YouTube video. I got a big announcement on my YouTube video going on tomorrow. Yep. Big announcement.
My thoughts froze.
And I got, after I do that announcement, I got a lot of work ahead of me. A lot of work. It might take me 2 days to get it on the go. Excuse me. It might take me 2 days to get this on the go. But yeah, I do got a big announcement.
Or I'm going to feel dumb admitting this. The telegraph scene from Baltimore.
I'm hoping I can get it work. I'm hoping I can get it to work. It would be great. Holy shit. Guys, I got some nosebleed today. Oh, those two nostrils was just like a turn on a tap. Honestly, there's steady run. It's running right down here, going down here. And it's like a line. You know when you turn on your tap really, really slow and you get that really thin line of water? That's like my chin was. It was scary. Honest to God, it was scary. And it come out, and all I done was sneeze, and it come right out. Come right out, I say about a foot clear me before it dropped. Covered the table at the kitchen. It covered the full table. Yeah.
Standing up and brushing myself.
What a nosebleed I had. Holy shit.
Hello, Aaron. The voice knew my name.
I asked a woman one day, I was going down Central with her, right? I was like, if I ever sneezes, I was like, I hope you're not afraid of blood, the sight of blood, because usually when I sneezes, the blood squirts out of my nose. And I'm like, I hope you don't mind getting blood over your car. She's like, no, I don't mind. That don't bother me. I'm like, wicked.
But I couldn't get over the weird rhythm of its speech. Besides, there was no way she could have gotten.
Because some people, see, guys, is afraid of sight of blood. I'm not afraid of sight of blood. Sight of blood don't bother me because that's my favorite color. But it's just coincidence. The sight of blood, I like it because that's my favorite color.
Harry, I'm scared. It's dark. Harry.
Oh, that was in your car. Oh yeah, that was in your car. That was in the midi, yeah. I remember that. That was in your car, Amanda. Because I asked you. I forgot all about that.
Overlooking the door. It took a moment.
Yeah.
The door had stopped talking.
Because I had to tell you, right? Because I had to tell you at the time because I felt the sneeze coming on, but unfortunately, it did not happen. Thank God. Thank God for that. But I had to tell this woman, right? And because I didn't want to freak her out and she'd go off her head. And I didn't know, at the time, I didn't know if she's afraid of sight of blood. And I didn't want to freak her out and she'd be like going all over the fucking road. Like screeching hugging the sides of the fucking bank and all that. I didn't want to freak her out. So I just told her, right, just a heads up. Usually when I sneeze, that's when it happens. That's why when I sneeze this, I jumps up out of life because YouTube kind of frowns on the sight of blood. I'm serious. You think I'm joking? Go ask Kelly in YouTube and YouTube support group and just ask them. YouTube frowns a lot when you mention blood. Not mention, but the sight of blood on YouTube. I don't know. Don't ask me why. Honestly, don't ask me why. I have no clue. But they don't like a sight of blood on YouTube. I don't know why. It don't bother me. I guess sneeze right here, right now, right in front of you all. Probably my mustache and bottom of my chin and my lips be covered in it. Probably the scream and the laptop and all my coat would be covered in it. But if I feel the sneeze coming on, I gotta get up. I gotta get up, go to the bathroom. If I feel the sneeze coming on.
And the whole time, the chorus of Aaron, Aaron, chimed behind me, beside me, above me. I kept screaming.
But every time I sneeze, I don't know why. I gotta run away because I don't like freaking people out. I only get nosebleeds when I sneeze. Honestly, I think I need some nerve burnt in my nose. My mom had to get that done during the summer. My mom got that done. My mom had bad nose. If it's a weak nerve, it can give you a severe nosebleeds. And I don't mean minor, I mean severe, bad nosebleeds. And nosebleed after.
Standing next to it, staring at me in horror, was Kayla. She immediately fell down next to me in a fury of, "Are you okay?" I was pretty sure it abandoned me, and I was far from okay. So I numbly stared at her.
Hey, Amanda, you got the same attitude I got, Amanda. A car is only material things. You can clean that. You can clean and scrub that. That's only material things. A human life, you can't replace a human life. And I got 7 people watching. Can I get an amen, guys?
Wow, Aaron.
Can I get an amen for that? I couldn't see you anymore. Who cares about a bike, a house, a car? You can rebuild a house. You can buy a car. You can buy a bike. You can't rebuy a house. You can't rebuy a life. You can't replace a life. When it's gone, it's gone. You're dead forever. All you use is just a remembering. That's it. You just remembering. You can't replace a life. A human life is so delicate because you're here today or you're gone tomorrow. That's it. You don't know when life is cut from under your feet. Yeah. You don't know when life is cut from under you.
My pulse. How much I didn't want to sit, but back to the woods.
That's like in my old car. Oh fuck! I don't give a fuck if you shit in the seat. Do it bother me? I don't care if you shit in the seat.
I just stared ahead until I saw her grandpa pull up. Of course, he wasn't happy with either of us. We should have taken the.
If you shit in the seat, if you shit in the seat, if you piss on my seat, I don't give a fuck.
I ignored most of it.
Oh, I don't give a fuck about none of that. None of that don't bother me.
But right as I got out of the car, right in front of my house, Caleb.
When you're with me, not only you, any girl or man is with me. I'm responsible for your health and well-being. If anything happens to you, it's my fault.
Because it sounded like you, sort of. She was saying
think about that.
To show me down the hill. She said she found a door.
Seriously, you got to think about that. say if you're driving with me, and you're in passenger side, I'm your responsibility. Honestly,
protected these animals.
because of stupid negligence.
And possum prints.
Can you guess what me and you never did together?
Going out there during late fall, all winter.
Take a guess. Just throw it out there.
Was something I genuinely enjoyed doing.
We did that, but oh my God, I just thought about it after.
The walk through the woods was usually fun, but
I just thought about it after. Oh, we got to do this. And we was there before.
Shepherd Mix was always with me whenever I did the task. I never had him on a leash, something I deeply regret after that night. I brought him because I trust his sense.
Banda, one thing we got to do. Seriously, we got to do all these cabins together. Me and you got to go in them cabins, do every one of them cabins.
Had died suddenly, and we hadn't noticed it in the chicken coop floor until it was time to put the chickens up for the night. When my older brother opened the back.
I asked you name one thing we didn't do.
Even though it was
and
I didn't want to go into
I asked you, I said, one thing we and you never did was the cabins down in Trinity Loop. That's one thing I'd love for me and you to do. I like for me and you doing every one of them cabins, to do all them cabins. Oh my God, that would be awesome.
So it was really easy to get him if there was an emergency.
I did it by myself, but I never had a woman with me to do it with. Oh my God, I'd love to do that. Me and you walk through all them cabins. Go through 20 cabins. There's 20 cabins here. Go through them all. Man, that would be so awesome. Oh my God, man.
As a 17-year-old,
that would be awesome video.
I found this to be rather sweet of him, and would smile at the fact
that I would love to do that.
Want me to be left alone. On my way, I chuckled as I saw him standing at the bottom of the small hill, just staring at me in anticipation.
Guys, is my audio still good? Is it cutting in or cutting out? Let me know, guys.
As I got closer to the drop-off area, I noticed that he was straying farther and farther away and wasn't stopping. So I let out a high-pitched whistle sound.
Is my audio still good?
I whistled, but this time he didn't. He raised his head up.
If not, let me know. Is it cutting in and out? Let me know.
The fur on his back had raised slightly. Before I had the chance to yell no, he bolted. He was never really a barker, unless a stranger was in our yard or our neighbor's dogs ran over. So it surprised me when he barked.
Oh, fuck the little boy and that crazy guy comes back. I say, come on, boy, you want to be in the video? Well, I was afraid of him anyway.
Chasing whatever he had seen.
Okay. It's not cutting in there now, is it?
I yelled as I dropped the back and chased after him, only stopping.
I don't think it's cutting in there now. I don't think.
And his barking stopped. This scared me.
I don't show it. It's not showing on my end.
We're falling silent, being replaced by crickets and frogs. I knew I wasn't allowed on property.
Banda, I proved how brave I am that day. I went right up to him. I asked him, I said, what's your problem? Remember that, Manda? So, can you remember that?
As tears began forming in my eyes, only for him not to return.
Manda, can you remember that? I went up to him and I was like, what's them back door and bone and everything? And he'd come back and I was like, buddy, bro, what's your problem? Like, seriously, what the fuck is your problem? That's what I said to him. He's a big man, too. He's an older man, but he was a bigger man. Like, seriously, I proved to Amanda that day. I proved to her. I was afraid no man. Because that's exactly what I said to him. I said, bro, what's your fucking problem? That's what I said to him.
While looking out the back door. Since it was too dark out back, I decided to walk down the street and call for him. My neighbor had noticed and asked if I was looking for someone. So I told him my dog had ran into the woods.
Yeah.
He nodded and seemed to glance around before disappearing in his backyard.
Yeah, I remember she was nervous. You was nervous. As I told you, stand behind me, right? Because that was what.
I mentally cursed myself.
Yeah.
As I went outside.
Yeah, I told you that. See, that's what a real man does. See, guys, all you know people was watching me. That's what a real man does. And Amanda Pike, she's my proof. She's my proof there that I'm a real man than any of you guys. This guy, he was a big man, and he was right pissed off, right, and everything. And I went up, and he stopped right in front of me. What's your fucking problem? What's going on? And Amanda stood behind me. Amanda stood behind me. I said, Amanda, get behind me. Because if anything was going to go down, I would have took that guy. I would have smacked his head through the fucking windshield. And Amanda would have been there like, I could picture Amanda. She would have been like, her eyes would have been like this. Like, holy. Gerry Lynch is crazy. Yeah. Yeah.
Like I did. Although a stranger, I still felt the urge to help.
Yeah.
Mom.
But if anything ever had happened, that
someone in the woods.
Oh boy, I would have pulled his horns down. I tell you that. I would have pulled his horns.
This would have to do for protection. Should we? She asked. Before we heard a dog. My heart lifted as I hoped.
Yeah, I proved that. I proved that. I proved how real of a man I was that day. Honestly, I proved it in front of me woman that day. How real a man I was that day.
Even though the dog's barking was faint and clearly far away, the leaves on the ground were basically dead. Yet there were no crunching noises, as whoever was out there...
No, I never let you walk on the sidewalk.
There was no flashlight shining either. When our neighbor lost their cat...
Oh, that's right, I never let you walk on the outside of the sidewalk. As I was always learned. Never let a woman walk on the outside of the sidewalk. Because a man, seriously, a man can take a bigger smack than a woman. Because this is what I learned up in Toronto. If a car ever comes down, if somebody fell asleep to the steering wheel, right? If a woman or a man fell asleep to a steering wheel, and if a woman was standing outside, right? Like, if they get hit, they'll be busted up more than a man. A man is more stronger because they can take a bigger hit than a woman. But the reason why I done that, the reason why I do that, because if anybody comes on down, Amanda, see, Amanda, if anybody, me and you was walking up there on the inside, and I see some man coming on down, and he's like probably tired. The man is probably tired or drunk or stoned or something, and he's going to strike us. I'll push you. I don't care if I knock you over, but I would push you so hard, I'll push you all up and I'll take the fucking impact. Because I seriously knows how to take an impact from a car. I Googled it, and I'm actually trying it too. It's off video. I tried it off video, but I actually got hit by a car on purpose. And hit the windshield, but not to go and get run over. So I was taught that, and I know how to do it. So, like, I know what to do.
Here, boy.
Yeah.
Come here, boy. It just kept saying, its head twitching as it turned half.
Yeah, but that's what it does. Like, seriously, that's what I do. I push you so fucking hard. I'm not serious. You don't not want me to push you. But if it all comes down to, and I got to push you in my way, you're gonna feel my strength. Amanda, You will feel my strength. I would literally push you off your feet. You would go off your feet. And I am not fucking joking. Not because I got a flash in me. I tell you that even when I'm sober, even when I'm talking to your face. Seriously, even when I'm sober, even when you see me sober, I would talk to you. I would talk to you even when I'm sober, and I'll tell you. And I remember this, what I'm saying too, on live.
It had regular leg size.
I would push you so hard, you would literally lift off your feet. Just so you won't get hurt. Honestly.
How was it able to twist its body like that?
That's the way a true man would treat a woman. Never let your woman like walk on the outside of the sidewalk. Not only that, even if you're driving on the road, like anything can happen. She could slip on ice in the winter time. She could slip on ice, slip out, and go on into the oncoming traffic.
As I felt unable to look away, as I felt those eyes.
That's like me. Like, have you ever walked on the outside and you slip?
Based on the direction.
These big old hands. If I grab out to you, you're not moving anywhere. And if you move, I'm going with you. Yeah. If you move, I'm going with you.
Even after it left, I was stuck, just staring at the trees until the dogs turned their attention to the front yard. Did it circle around?
Hey, you been to that, Amanda?
I finally stepped away.
Hey, you been to that? Because a
heard our dog going crazy.
lot of people would rather see you
I
drown.
didn't hear much of the conversation, as I felt sick and ran to the bathroom, emptying the contents
don't know,
of the food I
like,
had just eaten.
I don't know. Some people
Questioned me later that night
are strange. Like,
about what I saw.
some people is ever in a boat and they fell over. They'd rather throw you a rock. Seriously, some people would rather throw you the anchor instead of a life raft to save your life.
I ran out back.
Yeah.
It really was him.
Me?
And there he was.
I'd jump in the fucking water myself to save you.
His tail between his legs.
I wouldn't throw no goddamn life raft. I'd jump in the water with you. Because I knows how to swim. I knows how to swim pretty good. And I knows how to dive underwater pretty good. And I can hold my breath for 5 minutes. So
The nightmares would stop.
not very many people can hold your breath for 5 minutes.
The image of those eyes burning into my mind out. I've also written this as a warning.
Guys, I gotta go pee again. I'll be right back.
Oh. Run. Even if you have a group of friends or family, run. Go home and stay away from the windows. There's no telling what it might do if it actually catches you. I have lived in Inverness, Scotland, all of my life. The house, which I live, is essentially in the middle of nowhere and is surrounded by woods, which go on for ages. The trail to get onto the main road is through the woods. There is no escaping them. I have gone into these woods every day since I was a little girl, and as I got older, started taking my dog in there for long walks and sometimes even a night out in the park. Never any reports of a dangerous animal in there, except your average fox, and one time a female wolf and her pups, but they were taken to an animal sanctuary. The fact is, it's never been a dangerous place. Not until recently. I live in the same house I lived in when I was a little girl, but now it's my fiancé and I that live there. And I decided to keep the house for Josh and I. Recently, I've been getting home from work later than usual, 3 p.m. When I get in, my dog is always antsy for a walk and she's always working late. He's a police officer. Anyway, it was Monday the 25th of November when I started noticing something in the woods. I got home around 7:30, and when I got in, my dog was ready to go out for a run in the woods. I quickly changed and got my dog's leash and opened the door. And he took off running out the garden gate and straight into the woods.
Yeah,
I followed him. Because I'm used to hearing all sorts of sounds.
Yeah, that's true.
I carried on. My dog must have been a bit rapid because he came skirting through the woods faster than I've seen him run before. Potato is a small dog, just a short-haired furball with stubby legs, which I'm from him though. He's running too fast that he's tripping over his small legs and the woodland ground. I stop walking fast enough to reach down and grab him, and I scoop him up to calm him down. Once he stopped panting so.
All right, now, buzzing up, Dale. I'm hoping that's going to clear it up. All right. Now, I'm hoping that just cleared it up here now, guys. All right, yeah. All right, time to remove that. Save me a draw. Yeah, first thing he pops in and says that. All right, time to. All right, guys, I'm going to end live stream and I'm going to start a new one. All right, this is pausing, so I'm going to start a new live stream. Stay tuned, guys, and I'm going to start a new live stream. Okay, pop in ASAP as soon as I get a new one on the go. Bye.